Hi,
Hello.
hello, welcome everybody. This is Raw Chef Yin. We are so excited to have her here today. She is a raw vegan chef specializing in healthy, raw, vegan Asian dishes. Her mission is to empower others to discover a world of delectable plant-based cuisine through her online courses and engaging content. She has two books in the bundle, the Vegan Health Bundle, Asian Sweets and Treats course, also Beautiful Vegan Foods course. So very excited to have you here with us today. I know you've been super busy. You have so much going on right now, right?
Yeah, that's right. It's just been a crazy weekend because Veg Fest was happening over Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I was part of it. And I did a raw vegan live demo on how to make mushroom bulgogi. So that was fun. And then I was also
Nice.
part of their sustainable fashion show. So I was one of the
Ooh,
models modeling
nice.
their pre-loved clothes. So yeah, and then did a
How-
session with Chef AJ as well on Saturday morning. So busy
Okay.
day.
Wow. Yeah, very busy. Well, wow. I'm so glad that you made time for us. So excited. Now, first I want to ask you a few questions, and I did
Mhm.
make one of your puddings, the mango
I'm
pomelo
so
pudding.
happy to see
Yes,
that.
yes. So we'll talk more about that, and I'm going to show everybody because I have it in the refrigerator. So I want to show everybody what I made, and I couldn't find I couldn't find the mangoes and pomelo, so I had to make a little changes. But I
Oh,
knew you'd be
okay,
okay
okay.
with that. But yeah, so we'll show everybody, and your recipes are just so delicious. So first off, tell us, when did you get started with raw foods? Like, what's your background and your history leading up to that point, and then getting into being a chef?
Oh, okay. So I made my very first raw meal in 2014 and it was quite funny. It was quite accidental. I just got an ice cream maker. I was looking for healthy ice cream recipes and then I found this raw vegan lasagna recipe on this blog called This Rawesome Vegan Life. And so I was just like, oh, I have all these ingredients, and it looks so nice. So I just made it and then when I ate it, I think what really blew my mind was just two things, like how good it tasted. Because I wasn't vegan then, I was pescatarian, flexitarian. And then that was vegan. So I was like, wow, vegan food tastes so good.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the other thing was I was just blown away by how much energy I had that day after eating that meal. And then I started doing more research and I found out it was raw food. And then I took Matthew Kenny's course in 2015, my first Matthew Kenny course on how to make raw vegan food. That was just because I wanted to make better tasting food for my partner. And then in 2016, he opened his culinary academy in Thailand, which is near to Malaysia. We're just
Mm.
next door. So I went over there and took more courses. I met him as well. And then when I came back, I started documenting my raw food journey on Instagram, and people were very curious and interested. Like they're like, "Wow, what's this? How do you make this? How does it taste like?" And then I started getting invited to do workshops, and then just things just happened from there. It was so funny because I was never planning to become a raw vegan chef. My background is actually in okay, so I actually have a law degree, but I did
Oh,
not practice law. Instead, I ended up in public relations and corporate communications for 15 years. And then after that, I quit my job because I just didn't want to be in the corporate world anymore. So I was like, helping my partner with his music business. And then I was trying to figure out, my path. And then, so yeah, I just started getting more opportunities to share about raw vegan food. Then, so after getting my second training in culinary school, then I thought like, okay, this is now time to share. Hold on, I need to drink some water.
okay. I know. I have my juice and my water here.
Yeah, because I'm doing intermittent fasting, so I can only eat at like 10 a.m. and it's only 9:08 right now. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, so and then opportunities came in from there. Um I got invited to present at vegan festivals. I got invited to publish my book. Where did my book go? Oh, it's still in my bag because I just finished doing the demo at Batch Fest. I brought my book there as
Oh,
well. So I have a
okay.
published print book as well. And then so I started traveling the world because I got invited to like a vegan expo, Bali Vegan Festival, Singapore Vegan Festival. I presented at the Brighton Vegan Summer Festival as well. So all these vegan
Wow.
festivals. And then the lockdowns began, so I moved online instead. So I started creating online courses. My passion is in creating raw vegan Asian food, Asian recipes, because I feel like there's lacking representation there. So I started doing that. And yeah, here I am now.
Well, awesome. Oh my gosh, what a great story. I actually took a few courses with Matthew Kenny Culinary in Venice, California.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, how
right.
funny, huh? So yeah, that's great. You went to Thailand where, his other
Yeah.
location is. So wow. So your story is great, how you came to raw foods and gosh, you're just so creative with all of your recipes. And do you ever think of doing any in-person classes again, or do you just like online?
I'm thinking about it because I used to do a lot of in-person classes previously at, the cooking studios, vegan cafes, and even in my home as well. But yeah, I'm just thinking about it. I've gotten a lot of requests to do it. We'll see. I am hosting the raw vegan worldwide meetup this Saturday that is happening all over the world. It's like nine what so all over the world on 9th of March, Saturday, there are people hosting raw food meetups. Yeah, so I'm gonna host
Ah,
the in 50 cities, I think. Yeah, so I'm gonna host the one in Malaysia. So I'm gonna see like, how many let's see how many people turn up, how many people are interested. And yeah, we'll take it from there. But right now my schedule is pretty packed from now till like July
okay.
for the online stuff.
Okay.
So I think I'll keep online, until
Yeah.
maybe the second half.
Well, awesome. Well, your book is so great. You guys, if you want to pick up the vegan health bundle, you can get it right now. It's
Yeah.
$8,000 value for only $49. The link is in our bios. So check it out before the time runs out and you can't get it
Yeah.
anymore because it's exclusive just to this bundle. Everything's new in here to this bundle. So now's the time. So Raw Chef Yin's book is in there. So is my 7-day juice and meal plan. And so many others recipes. It's just crazy. I've seen you making other recipes too. And it's
Yeah.
just fun, right? What are some of your most popular recipes in your book that you've had like requests
Oh.
for or that people
So
love?
to say mine is not just an ebook. There is a PDF which is an ebook, but there's also it's a course, so there's also video tutorials as well. Because I think some people are not a lot of people in the US or in the West or in Europe are not familiar with may not be familiar with the Asian desserts. So I also recorded video tutorials as well on how to make it so they can actually see how to make it and how it looks like as well. Yeah. I think the jackfruit sticky. There's a jackfruit recipe in there. I just need to remember what to call it. Jackfruit sticky rice. Yeah, that's the Thai
Ooh,
dessert. And I know like Lisa of Raw Food Romance has made that, and then there's some other of the Lena. Lena's not in the bundle, but yeah, she's also made it as well, and they really liked it. And I think yeah, my partner likes that recipe as well.
that
Yeah.
sounds really, really
Yeah.
good. I'm going to have to try and make that
Yeah.
one.
I don't know whether you can get it, but it's made with fresh jackfruit, so I don't know how. Is it easy to get fresh jackfruit where you are?
I have seen it before in the stores. Yes.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where exactly are you located?
I'm in Idaho.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I definitely have seen it in California, and
Yeah.
so you just have to go to the specific, places that carry it.
Mm.
Yeah, different grocery stores, but yeah. So, but can you use the canned one? Is that okay, or would you
No,
prefer
because
not?
this is actually fresh jackfruit. The one in the
Okay.
can, the one that I have seen in the can in the US and Europe is actually the young green jackfruit, so it's two
Okay. Yeah.
different things. This is the fresh one, which is yellow. So I also show that in the videos to explain like there's a difference, because the one that is very popular in cooked food is actually the canned one, because it's usually canned or is in brine. But that's the young one,
Okay.
not yeah, it's not ripe. This has to be the fresh, ripe, sweet. jackfruit.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, perfect. Everybody take note of that. So when we make that, definitely. So during your your raw food journey and becoming a chef, did you notice anything like health-wise, or were you already pretty healthy, or
Yes.
any energy? Can you
Yeah.
share with us?
I think the one thing that made me stick to mostly raw, I'm high raw, I'm not fully raw, is uh I found I was suffering from eczema on my fingers and on my toes. And and for I was suffering for 30 years. Can you
Oh,
imagine that?
oh my gosh,
Crazy. And we
too long.
tried so many things. Yeah, I went to so many skin specialists. I went to and then I did I tried Ayurvedic treatment. It didn't help. I tried like DIY. People were going like, oh, you should put papaya skin onto your. So I like wrapped papaya skin over my fingers and my toes, and that didn't work. It just made my fingers orange, but it was
Yeah.
still itchy and bleeding and cracking. So when I went raw, it cleared. It totally cleared, and I was like, what? What? Because none
Amazing.
of the doctors told me to, I think they told me to avoid seafood, but they never told me to eliminate dairy, no eggs. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm a bit upset with these doctors because they're
Yeah.
supposed to be like skin specialists, and my parents paid like, thousands of dollars, and then we went to and then I had to try all this traditional Chinese medicine, which was icky and gooey and bitter. But now I'm really good at eating bitter food because I'm so used to having bitter
Yeah.
Chinese medicine.
Yeah.
So I've eczema healed, totally healed. And then the other thing was it really boosted my immunity because I used to every month, I think just before my period. So I think my immunity is low. So I would have cough and cold, and fall
Mm,
sick. And yeah, and I stopped falling sick after that. So
amazing.
so I
Amazing.
was convinced, and
Yeah.
I feel the huge difference because when I travel or when I go out with friends and all that, I eat cooked food. I feel such a difference. It's like I feel lethargic, I feel bloated, and I get constipated.
Well, because
So
it's dehydrated, it's cooked.
yeah. So on days when I'm constipated, I'm like, what happened? Like, oh yeah, I had some cooked food yesterday.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, totally. I'm high raw vegan as well, so I will have a little bit of cooked as well. And so I definitely can notice the difference
mhm.
like you. I will feel tired, like I need to take a nap, and I just don't have that energy. And it's cooked so that it's lacking the water content that we're used to with
Mm,
our water-rich
yeah.
raw foods. So then we are thirstier, or like you said, you get constipated because we need that water content. So yeah, I know what you mean because I do have the cooked here and there as well, being
Yeah.
high raw. So that's why I incorporate my fresh juices as much as I can too,
Yes.
just every day. But so what about your other item that's in the
Oh
bundle?
yes.
Your
Um.
food styling course.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
So it's called Beautiful Vegan Food. And yeah, I think it's upon request, I think, because a lot of the Lisa wanted me to create a food styling course, and the
Oh,
others also said like, oh, you should definitely do one. And because I've taken some food styling courses previously, and food photography courses as well. And I don't call myself a food stylist, and I don't call myself a food photographer, but I have created 27 online courses, which means I had to take photos for all these 27 courses as well. So I'm just sharing what I've learned and how I do it, and now I just keep it very simple. I used to use a DSLR, but nowadays I just use my phone. So I talk about using the phone, and
okay.
how to do the layout and things like that. Yeah. So
Okay.
it's kind of like a beginner course if you've never um, done much food photography. So just how to make your food look good in photos. That's what it is. So
Okay,
yeah,
wow. And you
basic
just use
steps.
your phone. Do you have like an iPhone or Android
I
or
have an iPhone.
iPhone?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, the color even right now looks really rich on you.
Oh.
Like you can see all your beauty and your skin looks so gorgeous. I don't know. I have an older phone. It's like kind of washed out. It's like I can't get it to look
Right.
clear. It's like whitewash. But talking about like your skin, it's so beautiful and you just look so young. Like, do you have any tips or tricks to share with everybody or is it your diet?
I think it's the raw food, but not just the raw food, right? It's your whole lifestyle, right? So
Yeah.
I'm actually 51 years old, so
You're 51?
yes, I'm
I
51.
am too.
Oh
Woo!
wow!
Yeah. You
Yeah,
look so much
so
younger. You look so young. That's
so
wild.
yeah, I tell people it's the raw food plus the lifestyle. So I sleep hygiene is very important.
Mm.
I actually have an alarm that goes off at 9:30 at night to remind me to start getting ready to go to sleep. So
Okay.
I always aim to sleep by about 10, but I usually sleep at 10:30. And
Okay.
then because I wake up about 5:30 in the morning. So yeah, I try to
Okay.
get in like I would love to get in 8 hours of sleep, but it's hard. So I get in about 7 hours. But going to sleep early and then just hydration as well. So I saw you. Yeah, yeah. I know you're hydrating a lot. And then I have my daily movement practice as well. I do mainly qigong. Yeah, but I've been trying out some of the fitness and yoga workouts in the vegan health bundle. So
Oh, cool.
um, yeah, I checked out Angelica's yoga for all bodies challenge. I
Oh,
thought that was
oh,
really, it's a really good video. Yeah, I've done some of her other previous courses as well, and she really goes into like it's not just poses, right? She talks about what yoga really is, and then she explains it. So I really like her course, which is in the vegan health bundle. And then
okay.
the other thing is Nina Chantel also has like tons of exercises and workouts, and she has like a program for seniors or a program for if you want to do certain things and all that. So I checked that out. I did some of it. Oh, she had a really fun one which was like kickboxing
Oh, cool.
video. Yeah, yeah, and she was like
Nice.
dressed in like a cow outfit because she wants to tell people don't drink dairy milk, so
Okay.
yeah, so
Gotcha.
I tried that as well. I also tried out Drina has a fascia introductory to fascia flow. So I did her first video. I haven't done the second one yet. So yeah, so movement. So yeah,
Nice.
you know,
There's a lot of
and
good stuff in there. Totally.
yeah,
I can't
yeah,
believe it. And then just all the recipes, the video courses like yours, and the plant-based doctors in there,
yes,
Dr.
yeah,
McDougall, Dr. Furman,
yeah.
and it's just there's so much, there's something for everybody, you know? It's like somebody, whether even if you're not a vegan, I tell people it'll help you to eat more like that. You know what I mean? Because just incorporating more plant-based cooked foods, raw foods into your diet, and people will transition over. So yeah, you guys make sure you get the bundle before it's gone. It's $8,000 value for $49. You can find the link in our bios, and there's just a tremendous amount of valuable stuff just to help you get healthier and feel better and start to get ideas of new recipes and things that you can make. I'm enjoying it like you. I'm enjoying looking through everything and just trying each other's recipes, and it's so fun connecting, like,
Yes.
meeting you and connecting with you. And it's like, because when I grew up, I became a vegetarian when I was only 11 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
then I
okay.
transitioned. I was a vegetarian for 26 years. And then for the last 15 years, I've been high raw. And
Mm-hmm.
so I felt like when I was little growing up, like I was alone, like there was nobody around that even knew what that was. So now
Yeah.
just meeting so many like you, it's just so fun. And we just want to share, what we know with everybody else to help them eat more healthy and raw food. So I want to
Yeah.
show everybody
Yes,
your dessert in the
yes,
refrigerator.
yes,
Okay,
please
let me
do.
grab it.
It's so awesome.
Okay, so here it is. And I searched so many stores, and everywhere they were out of the fresh young coconut. So I got
Oh,
this kind of this. It says pure coconut June, and it's like a coke. It's supposed to have like the coconut meat in it and mixed
right,
in.
right.
So
Oh,
I
okay.
used that,
Oh,
and
nice.
then I had the dark chia seeds because I eat those all the time. I didn't have the white ones, so
Oh,
I
okay,
did
okay,
that.
that's fine.
And so then I mixed your mango puree with the
Oh,
mango and the
yeah.
coconut meat, but I used the coconut yogurt.
Right.
and a little bit of, gosh, what did I do? Date syrup, I think, because I didn't have the coconut
Yeah.
nectar. So I did
Okay.
that, and then I put the fresh mangoes on top, and I had some fresh raspberries and blueberries.
Nice. It's so
So you guys,
pretty.
yeah, this is, I had to change it up a little bit, but this is Chef Yin's recipe. Oh my gosh, the mango pomelo pudding. You are so
Yeah.
creative, and it's so, so delicious. I just want to dig in right now. I'm like,
Yeah, so
yes, yes.
this is a recipe inspired by Hong Kong desserts.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so Hong Kong yeah. They have all these very like little stores that sell like Hong Kong desserts. So people like after their meals they actually go to a dessert place and have it. So
Oh,
they use sago. Yeah, so the original recipe, instead of using shell, they actually use it's sago and mango and pomelo, and they actually together and all that, and it's all put together.
oh,
Yeah, so it was
okay.
based on that, and but I just wanted to make it raw, so it's healthier and
Perfect.
more
And it looks
refreshing.
so
Oh,
beautiful.
yeah,
All
you
the
made it look
different
so
layers.
pretty. I'm
Yeah,
so
this is
happy
one of
you
my,
made it. Thank
yes,
you.
yes, you're welcome. Everybody's got to try your desserts. They're so, so good. Oh my goodness. So let's see if anybody have any questions for Raw Chef Yin. Please post them in the comments. We're here to answer any questions. Anybody? No questions yet. I don't see any questions. They're all just mesmerized by you. They love you. They love you. Who doesn't, right? Wow. So
Thanks so
what
much for
else?
trying my recipe. I'm so
Yeah, of
excited to see
course.
that.
Of
Yeah.
course. I'm like, I want to try so many of yours, and I'm just like looking through everything, and then you're trying everybody's, and it's like I run out of time in the day.
Yes.
It's like I don't know how you do it. You're so busy too, and then you have all these conferences you're doing, and then you do your videos of everybody, that you're making their recipes. So how do you find the time? But you get your sleep, so that's good.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Need to make sure I get my sleep. Yeah. What other recipes have you tried out in the bundle?
I have tried out Lissa's wraps, the pizza herb wrap.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I
oh, I
did
made
that.
that as well. Yes,
You
yes,
did?
yes.
Oh my gosh. I actually have
Yeah.
everything set aside right now. I'm going to start some more wraps into the dehydrator tonight. And I've made Karen Ramsey's raw buckwheat pizza.
Oh, cool.
That one's in our Spring Collaborators ebook.
Okay, okay.
So
All
good.
right.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, so good. And then I've also made Sky Conway's celery raw pizza. That one,
Oh,
oh, was so good because all the natural sodium, the mineral salts in the celery just were so strong. It was so good. And her dressing on top, oh my gosh, it's so good. I was putting it on everything.
oh, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So I made those.
Yeah.
And then, of course, your
Oh,
dessert as well. And let's see, what else? I feel like I've made more. I'm going to make, oh yeah, I made one of Amanda Six, her recipe in her Simply Sweets
oh
book.
yeah. I want to try out one of her
Yeah.
dessert
So
recipes as
I'm
well.
going to make her carrot cake, no bake carrot cake. I'm going
Ah,
to make
okay,
that when
okay.
I have all the ingredients, and then I've also made her little. They look like little chocolate chip cookies. They're like squares.
Oh, nice,
So I
nice.
made those as well. And
Yeah.
yeah, there's so much more I want to try. So I'm just like, oh my goodness, every day is going by. We're already what? Is today's day three already, huh? Or day two? Day three. Let's
Three,
see.
I think.
It's day three
Yeah.
of the bundle
Day
already.
three. Yeah.
Gosh, it's going
Yeah.
by so
Yeah.
fast. So,
And
but
I think what I really liked about this particular bundle is all the recipes in there is oil free because remember like Matthew Kenny recipes has so much oil in it.
yes, I remember making the nut cheese with the truffle oil.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, there was a lot of oil in it. I
Yeah,
mean, it was very rich and very decadent. I think it's more of a treat. So
right.
I only started going oil free in 2021.
Okay.
So yeah, from like 2015 until 2021, I was still using oil because, that was where my training came from. And like, yeah, although I was following Lisa and Chris Kendall, but I don't know because I think it was just like it didn't occur to me to. I think because when I first found out about this, I was told like, oh, coconut oil is good for you. It has this, it
Yes.
has that. Yeah, yeah. We were always told that it's good and you need it and things like that. So it didn't occur to me, but it's like later when I started following the doctors and all that, I was like, oh, okay, maybe I should like I thought like, this is interesting. Maybe I should start cutting down. And then when I cut down, I was just like, oh, wait a minute. Now I feel even better. You know, first I feel great on raw food. Then I cut down on the oil and went low fat. And I was like, wow, now I can feel even better. And I
Yeah.
was like, washing up is so much easier now. I don't want to use any oil. And then on my dish.
I agree. I agree. I know. I used to use it back then too, and I would even put it in my smoothies way back when I'm like, oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
gosh, no
Because that
more.
was what we were taught to put it in. I
Exactly.
remember like, you know, the milk and all the plant-based milks and all that, they ask you to put like 1 tablespoon of coconut oil to make it creamier. I mean, it didn't
Right.
make it creamier,
hmm
but you know,
Yeah.
I remember feeling a bit like, a bit
Yeah.
with the oil. And now it's like, oh, okay, that feeling's gone because, you
Yeah.
know, it's not like super oily or anything like
Yeah,
that. So
exactly. Even like doing coconut oil pulling, like it kind of grosses me out to have the oil in my mouth. It just feels weird if you do that coconut oil pulling. But hey,
I used to do that and then I kind of stopped, so I should start it. But I do it with the traditional gingerly oil actually, because the Ayurvedic way of doing it is actually with the Indian sesame oil, which
oh
is
yeah,
different from the cold pressed Western sesame oil. It's different. It's totally
okay,
different. So it's sesame oil. Yeah.
okay.
So yeah, I should start
I
doing it.
haven't tried it with the sesame oil, but you have?
Yeah, yeah, but you need
Okay,
to get the Indian one. It's actually in the stores. It's called Gingerly. Gingellly. Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay. Good to
yeah.
know. So I wanted to touch again on the sleep, how you were mentioning about the sleep, because that's
Mm,
so important,
yeah,
and how you make that a priority. You set your alarm so you can get your sleep, and
yeah.
that just plays such an important role on our health, right? And our
Yes.
brain function and everything. Were you always good about that, or did you go through periods of time where you didn't sleep enough, or have you always been diligent with that?
I mean, obviously, when I was younger, I used to stay up all night and party all night.
Okay.
Yeah,
But not now.
I'm not sure when I started going to bed earlier. I mean, I'm not sure when, but I think I was kind of forced to, because I started waking up earlier and earlier because I used to sleep at like past midnight, and then I only wake up at, I mean, yeah, at 8 or 9 or 10
hmm
during the weekends and all that. But I think there was a point where what happened was, where I'm staying, there's actually a small little mosque downstairs. So they have the call for prayer. And then I get woken up by that. So then I was like, oh, I should just go to bed earlier. And then, I mean, then there's so much research out there about, you know, how sleeping earlier, um, like sleeping before midnight is way better than after midnight. And also oh yeah, because I also started my qigong practice, and my teacher would also always tell us to sleep by 10, because she said your liver is going to start detoxing at 11, you know. Yeah.
hmm
And so yeah, in traditional Chinese medicine they also talk about that, you know, how you should go to sleep early and wake up early. So
Yeah.
yeah, I just saw more and more people writing about it. Who was that lady that talked about sleep hygiene? I think she had a TEDx talk about it as well. So
Oh, yeah, yeah,
so
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so I mean, I think I already started sleeping early when I was started going raw, and then I have to keep turning down invitations to parties and dinners. And now that I always, nowadays what I try to do is like I try to make sure my breakfast and dinner is always raw. And because I'm also doing the time restricted thing, my eating window ends at 6 p.m. So I keep turning down dinner
Oh,
invitations now. I'm like, I can't do it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You're like,
Because
oh,
there's a lot of like vegan dinners going on in Malaysia. And I'll be like
I bet.
7:30. No, I finished eating by 6. Sorry guys.
Yeah. So what time is it there right now?
It's 9:32 a.m. Oh, I need to go off soon
Yes.
because I'm gonna start eating at 10, so I'll need to prepare
Yeah.
my breakfast
I know. We
soon.
already
But
did
yeah.
30 minutes. It went by so fast. So you guys, thank you for joining us. This is inspired
Oh,
by
thank you so
Chef Ra
much.
Yin's recipe that's in her recipe book that's in the bundle. Okay, so once again, let's
Yeah.
see. She has the gourmet
That's
sweets
right.
and treats, right? That
That's
one. And then a
right.
course on raw vegan Asian food and her beautiful vegan food course. So Make sure you guys pick up the Vegan Health Bundle if you haven't yet. You can get the link in our bios and get started. You get immediate download to everything. Even though you have a whole year to download everything, just download it right away. Get it somewhere safe on your thumb drive, your computer, and you can have access to everything and pick a few recipes and just get going. Get it now and you can start making this stuff while we're doing it all these days. So yeah. So thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you so much, Raw Chef Yin. It was just a pleasure just getting to meet you and getting to know you. And I hope you have an evening and get some sleep. I will get some sleep. It's late over here.
Yeah. Thanks for giving me this late. All right.
Yes. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.